And just go ahead and allow your eyes to close as you take in a slow, comfortable, and easy breath. Let it gently fill your lungs before releasing that exhale. Then after you do exhale, take in another gentle breath, and this one hold in for just a few seconds before letting it go. And as we continue on, no matter how intense your emotions may get, or how much you might start to focus on other things besides my voice, just allow your mind to come back to your breath whenever needed. You see, every time you take a breath, you are taking in more oxygen, which helps to relax you just a little bit more. Every time your chest expands with it, this oxygen, a new wave of relaxation is washing out of your chest and over your entire body, just adding to the relaxed feeling you may already be starting to feel. But regardless if your body is still settling down into its natural position, starting to really release any tension or strain it was holding on to unnecessarily, or it is beginning to feel the effects of the relaxing breaths that you are taking, you find yourself happy to allow in this relaxation at a time when you haven't necessarily felt as relaxed and comfortable and at ease as you may have wanted to with everything going on. So putting all of your normal daily thoughts aside, you decide to focus your conscious attention onto something else at this particular moment. Imagine, or maybe just think about the comforter that you use on your bed. Maybe it's a big, puffy comforter, heavy blanket of some kind, or even something lighter and thinner. Perhaps it's just a sheet even, or nothing at all. But think about whatever you use to cover yourself at night, or what is used to cover your bed whenever it is made. Think about what that cover looks like, maybe what it feels like, or the sound it makes when you climb under it. Now, just as you are able to direct your conscious mind to think about that cover, you are also able to direct it to relax your body and allow you to take on suggestions that will be for your best benefit. Just go ahead and imagine there's a bright light above your body, pouring down relaxing energy onto the top of your head. You find your forehead, your eyebrows and eyes all start to comfortably relax as this energy now slowly starts to pour into and fill your cheeks. You direct it down into your jaw muscles, relaxing those as it flows gently into your neck. It is taking its time filling your neck before it slowly seeps down into your shoulders. You may find your shoulders even physically relax a little more, to a point when someone could observe a movement as they drop down into their natural position. Or maybe they have already let go of any tension they were holding on to, and they enjoy the soothing feeling they are now experiencing as this wave moves down into the tops of your arms. Alongside those arms, it is also now flowing into your chest, letting it fill your chest as it also enters your elbows, spilling down through to your wrists, into your hands, and even now through your fingers. In fact, some people report a slight tingling in their fingertips, which is just a sign that the body is relaxing even further. That relaxing energy is now flowing from your chest into your abdomen and taking the time to encompass every cell, fiber, tissue with this comforting feeling. It is leaving a sense of peace and relaxation there as it continues its journey down through your hips, into your thighs, letting it flow through and fill your knees, and eventually your calves. You are now directing this beneficial wave of energy into your ankles, down into your feet, which have carried you wherever you needed to go, day in and day out. They, along with the rest of your body, deserve to experience this soothing, comforting, relaxing feeling. As I count from 5 down to 1, I want you to allow that wave to wash completely over your entire body, focusing on any particular areas you feel may need further relaxation. 5. Just as you were able to focus on your bedroom cover earlier, you are now focusing on this relaxing energy, taking the place of your cover, encompassing your whole body with a sense of calming, peaceful energy. It is energy that puts you at ease. 4. Allowing any outside sounds or noises, maybe computer noises in your own environment, or people moving around, or pets moving around, or maybe even sounds that you hear here in my environment, or even this music that I'm playing in the background. All of these everyday sounds are going to remind your conscious mind of how relaxed you have already become, allowing those sounds to lull you into the deepest state of relaxation that you would like to achieve. 3. Remembering to focus on your breath, knowing every one you take welcomes in even more of this comfortable, enjoyable feeling you are now experiencing. 2. Letting that wave of relaxation cover and surround your body to make you feel safe, protected, and at ease. 1. Allowing yourself to go as deep as you want to go, remembering that nobody is needing anything at this particular moment. Nobody's expecting anything from you right here and right now. This time is just for you to focus on you. And as you are now focusing on you, imagine now that you are in your bedroom sitting on the bed. Maybe it's your current bedroom, a bedroom you had in the past, or one you're just making up in your own mind. But it's a bedroom where you feel most comfortable and at ease. Now imagine, or even just think about that room being kind of a mess at the moment. There are things out of place, stuff, whether important things or unimportant things, just strewn about or hung on doorknobs, thrown onto surfaces, or lying on the floor. Imagine now that all of these things represent thoughts, ideas, fears, or even maybe anxieties about what is currently happening in your world, or even the world at large. Seeing all of these thoughts, stresses, and fears so unorganized, haphazardly, or even dangerously spread around, feeling like they are out of control, it's been making you feel overwhelmed, because you know the energy that was put into throwing them around like that is intense and can be used for some other helpful purpose. So today, you've made the decision to clean up the mess and the stress that it's causing. You want to create a system of organization that you have control over. You glance outside and notice the sun is starting to set on what was a stressful day. So it's a perfect time to clean up the room and prepare for a fresh new day when the sun rises again. After doing some thinking, you decide the best plan of action is to create some shelves to organize things and place certain items in specific areas where they would best fit. You have all of the supplies you need to build these shelves, so you pick up the first board and get started. Maybe you're building a standalone shelf that can be moved around, building more of a heavier structure that can't necessarily be relocated so easily, or you're attaching the shelving to the wall. But you are creating a system that works best for you. As you work to construct these shelves, you start to place a particular significance on every individual shelf. Some of them represent goals or achievements you hope to make at certain times. Others represent things you have needed to put energy into, such as projects you're working on, conversations you need to have, tasks you're looking to complete, general items on your to-do list even. Maybe some of those shelves represent relationships with friends or family that you would like to devote more time and energy to. Or some of the shelves represent even other things that are important to you that I haven't even mentioned. The important thing for you to remember is you already have the ability to give all of these things the energy they deserve. But you're now designating a space for them individually, since the energy that should have gone into them is all drained out in the mess that is filling up your room and your mind. The night is now more than halfway over, and you've crafted plenty of shelves and mentally designated which ones deserve to have more energy put into them or devoted to them. You start to now pick things up in the room, one by one. Some of the things you're picking up represent your worst fears surrounding what your conscious mind has been focused on lately. Perhaps some of those items represent the intense amount of stress you have experienced, dealing with uncertainty about the future, your path, the health of yourself or others, the health of the world and its systems. Some of those items on the floor represent things that go deeper than these words already have. They're symbolic of those thoughts, unspoken, whether due to fear, stubbornness, or something else altogether. But you are putting things in their place on the shelves, allowing the energy behind them to be transformed as you place them on their respective shelves. Their intense energy is now feeding into the areas you want it to, serving as a type of fuel for the flames burning in the thoughts, hopes, desires of the designations you mentally assigned to all of those shelves. You continue now picking up every item that's out of place in that room and setting it on a shelf of your choosing, knowing that the energy held by those items is now flowing into areas you need more energy in. A faint light starts to grow on the horizon outside as you continue finishing up here in your room. The last items are picked up and assigned to shelves as you now step back and take a look at what you've done. You feel not only a sense of satisfaction and peace of mind you did not necessarily have before, but you also feel accomplished for having put in the time and effort to taking back control of how your energy is directed. In fact, every time you hear about something that would have normally caused fear or stress over current world events, you think back on this room that you just organized and all of the items you allocated a space for. Imagine that fear or stress-causing thought, conversation, news report, image you see or feeling you experience as another item on the floor of your room. And remind yourself all you need to do is mentally put it on the shelf you choose could best utilize that energy. There is a chair in the room that you are able to clear things off of, and you sit down into it. You relax back a little, feeling proud of yourself for having put in the time to benefit your mind in this way, to lighten the burden somewhat by taking control of what you're able to take control of. Knowing you can return to the room to tidy up at any point you want or need to, and keeping that thought in the back of your mind at all times. You continue relaxing in the chair, knowing You can return to this calm, peaceful state anytime that you wish. I simply delivered a few suggestions. You took those suggestions and made them work for you. So you take comfort in knowing you can do this process for yourself. Find this calming enjoyment within your own self whenever you choose. All you need to do is decide you will do it, and this relaxation awaits you there every time. Now, as I count from 1 up to 5, you will find yourself slowly but comfortably coming back to an aware state. 1, you remind yourself how good this experience felt and how much you want to return to this state because of how enjoyable and healthy it is for you. 2, perhaps feelings and maybe conscious sensitivities start to return as you slowly come back up to an aware state. 3, you start to become more aware of your surroundings while still feeling comfortable and refreshed. 4, you take in a very slow and easy breath, knowing that even when you return to full awareness, you've done something good for yourself just by giving you this time to relax, something very much so needed at this time. 5, you can slowly allow your eyes to open, taking as long as you may need to. There's absolutely no need to rush.